Bonjour et bienvenue à Learn French with Gyan. Today we are going to learn French accents and special characters. So this is day 1 and lesson part 4. Okay. So in this lesson we have got French accents. So I would like to give you the context that we have around 5 of these accents and characters that we are going to discuss in this series. So they are going to be sufficient for even at the upper intermediate level till that space. So accent aigu, accent grave, la cédille, la circonflexe, et tréma. These are 5 special types that we are going to discuss about. So I'll start this lesson with the first l'accent aigu. So let's begin. So l'accent aigu is called also known as acute accent. So it is only going to work with E, which it says O in French. Okay. So E vowel is the only vowel that we are going to use this accent aigu. You can see how it looks like. How would you write it? You write E and then put an extra this mark here. Okay. From up right to down left. So this becomes accent aigu. So this one is, why this is used in French. The big question, why it is used. So it is used to give context that how you read or pronounce it. So it gives you an idea that how you are going to read this character in the word. Okay. So let me give you what the pronunciation is for this part. Okay. So it is pronounced as a. Okay. It is pronounced as a. Okay. So for Hindi speakers, I have written here a of this Hindi characters a. So yeah, exactly same we can say this with little twist that I'm going to teach you. Like that letter in A. So this A letter that we say or bay. So same rhymes we are going to follow in this space also. So with little twist. Okay. So let's take few examples. I'm going to write here. So regarde, past participle of regarde means to look at or to see. Okay, or to look. Regarde. So this accent is pronounced as a at the end. Okay, ay. Okay, this is the phonetical sound that you see here rather than this regarde. So this a is coming there also. So yeah, this is the rule of pronunciation for this accent aigu. So where is the placement happens for this accent? So there are 2 ways to place these accents in as per the grammar of French language. So 2 ways of placement. First one is at the end part of the word. Okay, or second one is at the beginning of the word. So where does we use? So these are the places. So at the ending or at the beginning. So let's look into the beginning part first. So the ending part first here. Sorry. So past participle. You know, yeah, I'm going to teach what is the past participle in further lessons. If you don't know till now. So past participle is compound used in compound tenses. So passé composé tense, past tense in French. Okay, in that part. So we conjugate parler like this. So this becomes past participle that we see pp. So past participle, we have this accent here, parler, or you say regarde. Okay, or other possibilities is there. You take any other verbs, manger, écouter. Okay, attendre. Okay, so yes, these are the verbs. They help differentiate between present tense and the past tense. So present and past tense I'll be teaching you. So present tense, let's take this example. Je parle, I talk. Okay, je parle, I talk. And this is past tense. Je parle, I talked. Okay, in past tense. Je parle, I talked. So this is the difference that you can see here. The phonetical difference we can see. We are saying only je parle here, and we are saying je parle. This phonetical separation you can say. This is parle, and this I'm writing in Hindi, parle. This is parle and this is parler. Parler, a sound is coming there, right? This a sound is something that is coming out of this accent aigu. Okay, so let's move into the second part of the same, the placement at the beginning. Okay, so beginning mein we can see that many of these words I have given examples here. Étudier, établir, at the beginning of the word we can see this accent aigu upon the e. We already know this part that we are going to use this accent aigu only upon the e, only with the e vowel, not other vowels. What are the other vowels in French? So you can comment me that idea, that what are the other vowels that are there in French. So okay, so what is the use in the beginning? So yes, it indicates a linguistic mark in Latin or Old French language that we have. Anyways, the original Old French language might have this s into that word, but as of now in modern French we have removed that s. So yes, while dropped we have dropped this s in modern times from this word. Maybe possible that it was studier, right, to study, but now this s does not exist, so we just take this as accent here, a tu the a tu the a means to study. I hope you understand, right? And this a is establish, right? Establize or establi, establir verb. So this might be original form, so s would be removed here and this becomes the original, the modern form possible here. Établir means to establish. So yes, so you can understand that s is being removed in each of these words, even if you know this English word establish or you know this study. So yes, so these are the two uses. Use of this. Pronunciation does not change in this party. Yes, why this pronunciation is not being changed? Because even if you remove this accent aigu, it does not impact in the pronunciation. It still can be read as étudiant, étudier or établir. Okay, so yeah, accent is just for this s mark, that linguistics sign or marker to just indicate that s is missing here. Okay, or is being removed, and this is grammatically correct. So s is, language has changed with the time, and s we have removed from this. So this is accent aigu. Now let's get back to grave. Okay, so I'm going to discuss grave in the second part of the video. So now we are going to talk about l'accent grave. So this is grave accent, you can say, l'accent grave. So this is used upon a, u and u. Okay, so a, u and u, that three vowels we are going to, these are all three are the vowels. Okay, so this accent aigu is used only upon these three vowels. Other vowels, but we are not using that, and we do not use these on them. Okay, so its function depends. There are three types of functions, okay, that I have noted here, 1 2 3. So let's begin with it. So yes, first work of this accent grave with e, with accent grave, is to change the pronunciation. The pronunciation function is there just like accent aigu, but what actually sounds come here? This is the sound right? This is the sound that comes out of this e with accent grave. So okay, so as in get. Okay, a get, or if. Okay, so get has this sound a, and if has this sound a, right? So Hindi mein we can write this as a. If you are a Hindi speaker, you know this a. Okay, so yes, this does create a sound similar to a, and we have added few examples. This is très. You can find a here. Okay, this sound of a in get. Okay, if, so a, très. Très means very. Père, père means father. Mère, mère means mother. Frère, frère means brother. Frère. Première, première, mi air, right? You can sound this, you can find this sound air ici also, here also, right? Frère, première, mère, père, très, très, etc. So these are the examples. Now the second case, where what is the function to differentiate between tenses and give a pronunciation guide. So first was the only pronunciation guide that we got this a sound there, and the second functionality of this, that we can differentiate between the tenses. So let's see how this works. So in this part you can see this example, il ashit, okay, he buys. This is present tense and this phrase is correct, that he buys. And this is simple past, il ashita, ashita, okay. So this is simple past. So yahan pe we got this sound of a here, il ashat. So we can differentiate between these two tenses, il ashat and il ashata, okay. So phonetical differences you can see. So this accent creates this whole differentiation between them, and pronunciation also does differ in this case. So yes, there are multiple other examples that you can find yourself, but yes, these examples I have added that that appears here. Okay, so third example. So e ke liye we have done everything. Now look at a and u part at the end, the third one. So these two vowels also, you know, use this accent, okay, not any other vowel. So they use to differentiate between the words, or otherwise look sound the same. So they look same means they are homonym, they sound same means they are homophone, okay. In the both cases, they are you know, they are going to be used to differentiate between two words. So let's take this example, u means where, and this is also u means or, right. So why this difference? Because here accent grave is written, this clearly indicate this word as where, okay. That can be used as question mark, or you know, this u is used as conjunction, okay, or. And here the second example, grave means serious, and this grave means strike. Other example for a I can explain here. You know, differentiation between two. This a is, you know, a preposition, okay. In this preposition you can you know, get the translation for to or at, but this a is simple alphabet, okay, alphabet. This is alphabet, this is preposition, but you know, they are homonym, they look same, but axograph creates this differentiation between them, and the meaning is different. Now let's get to the third part, la cedille. Now let's look into the la cedille. So la cedille, okay. So this is called the cedilla. So what is this? This is a special character in French that we are using, okay. And you know, this is called la cedille. Cedille only used with c, not with any vowel, okay. First of all, this is a special character which is, you know, not behaving like any other accent. So it goes only with c, not any other alphabet. And this, when this goes with c, is pronounced like s. So this sound is very important in to understand here, that when you are using this cedille with c, the sound becomes s, okay. So rather than saying this garçon means boy, if without this you know, if you remove this cedille from c, this become garcon, which is not correct actually. So you know, to make it the pronunciation very correct, we add this cedille here, and the sound becomes garçon, le garçon, the boy, okay, le garçon. So this is first rule, that whenever this cedille comes, the sound becomes s, not k. This k sound does not remain anymore, okay, there. So this becomes s, okay. So cedille only before the vowels like a, o and u, means a will be coming after c, o will be coming after c, u will be coming after. In these cases only you are going to add this cedille that I have given example here, okay. You can look into them. So cedille can be here only, here only, here only. So it means that if you take other example h, or you take I or any other, so यहाँ पे cedille is not possible, ठीक है, correct. So cedille can go only with these three vowel, three vowels. Okay. And now let's move to other part. Sedie before an E, I, and H. Do not use sedie here. So how they are different? We are talking about E here. This is one vowel. This is another, and H is considered vowel. However, it is not a vowel. So they are different from this group that we have seen here. Okay, so this E and I and H do not use sedie, and they anyways pronounced as is without this sedie. So basically they do not need the help of sedie to create the sound of s, which is desired, this s sound in these cases. Okay, so let's take few examples with them, that they are followed by this vowels. C is for they are after this C. So centre, so s sound is coming there. Centre. Certain means certain. Centre means center. Certain. So s sound is there rather than ko, ka. Sank means five. Sank. S sound is still there without sedie. I is here that we have seen in the rule. E is there. I is there. Cinema. Ciel means sky. Citron means lemon. Chance. H ka example I have added. Chance. S sound is there. So yes, this is correct. This part is very correct, that you are not supposed to use sedie with these vowels that followed by is coming after this C. So C is before them. So sedie would not be there. Now let's talk about this third part, where you want to create the sound of K, not S. So these two parts, S sound is desired. Here few of the French words do not desire this S sound, they want this K sound there. So C before an A, O, U without sedie makes the sound of K. So basically this is just opposite to the first rule that we have studied. This first rule, if this is second, if this is third. So this third rule is exactly opposite to the first one. Okay, A, O, U with sedie becomes S. A, O, U without sedie becomes K sound. Okay, so let's look into the example to confirm the same, to understand the same. So cafe, so this becomes ko, cafe, right? Ko sound is there, K sound is there. Cafe. Calm means calm, cafe means cafe. Calm, right? Ko sound is there. This is cahier, Chahier. Cahier. Cahier means notebook. So K sound is still here. So this rule number 1 and 3 can be seen as opponents or opposites to each other, and the second rule have only these two vowels and H together, so this becomes S. So mainly talking about the French pronunciation about the C, most of the words come with the S sound, okay, by default, or by you adding this sedie, or otherwise few of them come with lesser part come with this K sound. So this is la sedie. That's all about this. Now we'll move to fourth part, circumflex. So in this part we are going to learn this accent circumflex. So l'accent circumflex accent. So yeah, it looks like this. Okay, this is the sign for this accent circumflex. And here you might write A or E or I or O or U, not Y. Y is not in this list. So let's learn the pronunciation part main. I have taken three part of it: first, second, and third. So in the first part, I'm going to let you know how this accent circumflex impacts the pronunciation. So when used upon A, E, and O, these parts, so it does change the pronunciation. Means other part, if you are using it on I, or let's take example of U, so the pronunciation part is not going to change. So on these the pronunciation will change, and it will change to become a, as in case as in this word mama, right? Or we say aha, ah, what a lovely vista. For this, even this expression is correct with this regard. So a ke upar if there is this accent circumflex, So we say a as mama. So few examples I've had added here. As means age. As cable, cable. Gato, gato means cake. Gato. So this impact on a will be there. Opening your mouth. A, as, cable, and gato. Okay. Then talk about this e. First we have done. Now on e we have Laxon circumflex here, and we are going to use this sound as in case of axongraph on e. So this becomes right in get to so this basically a ka sound we have already read in our earlier part of graph. So this sound will be coming when this has been put on this e. Okay. And now on o. So o pe when this is oh, o the sound as in boat, right? So and when you are taking I and U, these axograph upon these, so pronunciation will not change. Of course, it's very simple. Only one exception is there. This word Juan. So this Juan has it does mean to fast or being on fast, and this Juan is a different word which means young. Okay, so this circumflex create the pronunciation differences and meaning difference between them. Okay, so yeah, when you put axon circumflex on this I, which is ui, and we say u. So pronunciation does not change in this part, okay, but does change on a, e, o, okay, a, e, o. And now let's talk about the second part. What circumflex give the second impact? Yeah, it does create differential meaning for the two words. Like I added this example, mure or mure means wall, or this mure means ripening of fruit. So second example, kot means coastline, coast, or this kot simply means rating or quota, right? Kot. And the third part is, it's a linguistic rule that we know document some changes in the language. So older language, older French or Latin language has this s here that we have removed with the in the modernity of French. Here s is been removed, and then we have added this extra accent circumflex upon o or other vowels to indicate that we have removed or omitted s has been dropped from the language, modern language of French. So this is a Laxon circumflex. And now last part of special characters would be threma that I'm going to talk about right now. Now we are going to look in the Laxothrema. Okay, Laxothrema also known as diaresis in English. So this is the sign of Laxothrema. Okay, double dot above the alphabet. Okay, so this goes with three of these vowels, a, e, and u, right? Thema indicates that alphabet is pronounced at all. So it means that thema is a sign to highlight that the alphabet on it which it is put on, that should be even pronounced, and vowels after that should also be pronounced. But pronunciation does not actually change with the thema part. So threma does not give any indication around the pronunciation that how one should pronounce, but rather it gives an idea that you have to pronounce this part if it is there, or other parts which follows those parts which are vowel. So I'm going to explain that part to you in a while. Nothing about pronunciation. Yeah, it does not talk about pronunciation. It does not give any idea, but only tells that you have to pronounce. Okay, separating vowel sounds. So yes, it does separate vowel sounds in two parts. So yeah, so that due means their due sound should be given to each vowel. Okay, vowel in the phrase. So let's take this case here. So it's a name, and this is this festival. Okay, so jo, right? So there are two vowels here, and you are going to say it jo a. Joe, right? Not Joe. It should be Joe. Okay. So two sounds are coming. Okay. Joe, Joe. Separating two vowels. Then this no L. Rather than saying Noel, you should say no L. Right? No L. Okay. So separation of the vowel happening in this part. Okay. Very easy that you get here. Two vowels separation. Two vowels separation in the sound phonetically. Okay. However, written in the same. They are written in this format, but yeah, pronounced in this format. Okay. So the second utility of trema is feminizing the words which are ending with J and U. So J and U ending words. Okay. So what are those words? Like we say this word vogue means in fashion. So vogue we pronounce this part only, right? Vogue rather than U and E also. So we do not pronounce this U and E also there. Yeah, we say only lang, right? Lang means language. This does mean language, and this vogue means vogue in fashion, right? So the lang U and E is not pronounced. The vogue may their U and E ending part is not pronounced. And let's take this example. I'm going to tell how you are making feminizing the word. So ague, this word means sharp. Okay. So you put the same ague, putting the trema upon the U and E at the end. So this becomes feminine. Feminine के लिए we have E, and then we are putting this trema at the end, so that you give the context that you have to pronounce the whole sentence, whole word, okay, till here, rather than leaving U and E. If trema would not be here, you are going to leave this U and E, means in the context of pronunciation you are going to leave this, but rather you are supposed to write this, but in this context you are going to even pronounce them also. So this trema does indicate that this U must be pronounced, and along with the E also, because vowels are following, so E is a vowel, so vowels should also be taken in the part of pronunciation. So this is all about the French accent and characters that we have to learn. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. We are going to put more French lessons in a very systematic way, so that you learn French here itself. Thank you. Au revoir. A bientôt.